So addition law of vectors. A particle moves from A to B and then from B to C. A particle moves from A to B and then B to C. Okay. The net displacement made by the particle from A to the point C is given by the vector AC bar. Here AC bar is the net displacement of the particle from A to CF. So it is a AC bar here, and it is expressed as a AC bar is equal to AB plus BCF. Hence AC bar is equal to AB bar plus BC bar. AB bar taken as A bar and BC bar taken as a B bar here. Hence AC bar equal to A bar plus B bar. This is the addition law of vectors here. This is a very important result here. Hence a particle moves from A to B, then B to C. The net displacement is AC bar here. AC bar is given by AB plus BC here. Okay. Next note is that when the sides of a triangle are taken in order, it leads to 0. The resultant as the initial and terminal points get coincide here. Means here AB is one vector here. Here initial point is A and the terminal point is B. Okay. Similarly, BC is one more vector here. Here the initial point of this vector BC is coincide with the terminal points of the vector AB. Here B coincide means this is the initial point to this vector and this is the terminal point of this vector. Both are coincide here. Similarly, here the point of C, this is the initial point of this vector and it is a terminal point of this vector. Both are coincide here. Similarly, CA, direction is important here. So in this case, here it is a initial point of the vector AB and the terminal point of the vector C. Both are coincides here. Hence, here they given initial and terminal point coincides here. In this case, here AB plus BC. Okay, according to this here, AB plus the vector BC is equal to AC is there, but the direction is this direction here. So it is a CA bar here. Okay. Therefore, according to the triangle law of addition, it is a AC bar here, but the direction is like this here. Hence, it is a minus of CA bar. Minus of CA bar. Take a minus of CA left hand side here. Hence, AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. Okay. In this case, here AC is equal to minus A. So AC is equal to minus of CA. Okay. Yes, AC can be written as minus of CA. Take minus A left side here. AB plus BC is equal to CA. Okay. Here AB is in this case B is the terminal point, A is the initial point. BC is the second vector. Here B is the initial point and C is the terminal point. Here both are coincides here. Then C is one more vector here. C is the initial point, A is the terminal point. Here both are coincides here. In this case, sum of these vectors is 0. Hence, when the sides of a triangle are taken in order, it leads to 0 resultant as the initial and terminal points get coincides here. Therefore, AB plus BC is equal to CA is equal to the null vector here. This is null vector. So parallelogram law of vector addition here. In this case, it is a parallelogram here. So O, A, B and C here. It is a one parallelogram here. Here A bar and B bar are the adjacent sides of a parallelogram here. Here A bar is a vector A bar. Then CD is a vector parallel to OA. If this is A bar, then this is also A bar here. Then OC is a vector here. It is taken as a B bar. Then AB is a vector parallel to OC having a same magnitude here. If this is a B bar, then this is also B bar here. Yes, sir. If we have two vectors A bar and B bar represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their sum A bar plus B bar is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram through their common point here. Okay, this is a common point here. This is a common point here. This is also common point. So this is a diagonal here. Diagonal of this parallelogram. Yes, it is a bar plus B bar here. So therefore, here if we have two vectors A bar and B bar represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their sum A bar plus B bar is represented in the magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram through their common point here. This is known as the parallelogram law of vector addition here. So in this case, the diagonal OB is A bar plus B bar here. So CA is one more diagonal here. Therefore, you know the triangle of vector addition here. According to triangle of vector addition, OC plus CA. OC bar plus CA. OC directions are important here. OC plus CA is equal to OA. It is by the triangle of vector addition here. Take OC right hand side here. Hence, CA bar is equal to OA minus of OC here. And you know that OA bar is a bar here, the vector A bar. So it is A bar. And OC is a vector B bar here. So B bar here. Hence, C is a bar minus B bar. This vector is A bar minus of B bar here. Therefore, if A bar and B bar are the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then A bar plus B bar and A bar minus B bar are the diagonals of a parallelogram here. Remember it here. So if A bar and B bar are the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, A bar plus B bar and A bar minus B bar are the diagonals of a parallelogram. This is a very important result here. Okay, so properties of vector addition. If A bar, B bar, C bar are any three vectors, then A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar. It is called a commutative law. Second property here, A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar, associative law here. And the third property, the vector A bar plus the vector null vector here. What is null vector is equal to null vector plus vector A bar is equal to A bar here. Where O bar is a null vector, it is called a additive identity. Here O bar is called a additive identity here. Next, the fourth property, A bar plus minus of A bar is equal to minus A bar plus A bar is equal to the null vector A bar, O bar here. Hence, minus A bar is the negative of the vector A bar. It is called inverse of the vector A bar. It is called inverse of the vector A bar. So here multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Let A bar be a given vector and lambda a scalar quantity. Scalar means it has only magnitude here, no direction. It is a scalar quantity and A bar is a vector here. Then the product of the vector A bar by the scalar lambda denoted by lambda at A bar is called the multiplication of vector A bar by the scalar lambda here. So lambda into A bar, it is called a multiplication of the vector A bar by the scalar lambda. So note that lambda A bar is also a vector here. It is also vector and collinear to the vector A bar. You know that collinear vector means it may be parallel also. A parallel vector also said to be a collinear vector here. Hence, lambda A bar is also a vector and collinear to the vector A bar. The vector lambda A bar has the direction same or opposite to that of the vector A bar according as the value of the lambda is a positive or negative. Just observe here. Here is the one vector here. Consider vector A bar here. It is a vector A bar. It is a 4 centimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Consider the 4 centimeter. Then this also vector parallel to this vector here. and it has only 2 centimeter, means half of this one here. So 1 by 2 of a bar, half of this vector, they are parallel to each other. Similarly, if you take this one vector here, so this vector is a double of this one here. So it is a 4 centimeter and it is a 8 centimeter. Hence it is a 2 into a bar. Here lambda is a 2, positive quantity here. Even here it is only 1 unit, it means 1/4 of this one here. But direction is opposite direction, hence it is a minus of 1 by 4 into a bar here. Direction is opposite here. The direction of this vector is like this here. Direction of direction of this vector is opposite to that of here. Therefore, here this vector is a bar, then this vector minus 1 by 4th of the vector a bar here. Hence, just observe lambda a bar has the direction same or opposite to that of the vector a bar according as the value of the lambda is a positive or a negative. Here 1 by 2 is a positive quantity, same direction here. 2 is a positive quantity, both are having the same direction. But here minus 1 by 4, lambda is a negative quantity, it is opposite to that of vector here. So components of a vector. Let us take the points A1 0 0, B0 1 0 and C0 0 on the x, y, z axis respectively. Here A, B and C points on the x axis, y axis and z axis, and here the lengths are 1 unit here. So this is 1 unit. Yes, the coordinate of point A is 1 0 0. And OB is also 1 unit. Coordinate of B 0 1 0. Even OC is also 1 unit here. So coordinate of the point C 0 0 1. Therefore, modulus of OA is equal to 1. Modulus of OB is 1. Modulus of OC is 1. Modulus means the length of the vectors here. The vectors OA, OB and OC each having the magnitude 1 are called unit vectors. These are called unit vectors along x axis, y axis and z axis, and denoted by I, j and k. Here this is a unit vector here, so it is denoted as I. This is a unit vector along y axis, it is denoted as j. And OC is also unit vector along the z axis, it is denoted as k. So I, j, k are the unit vectors along x axis, y axis and z axis respectively. Consider the position vector OP bar of a point P, X, Y, Z here. Here OP bar is the position vector of the point P with respect to O here. Coordinate of P, X, Y, Z here. Let P1 be the foot of perpendicular. Here P1 is the foot of the perpendicular of the point P on this X, Y plane here. Here I, J, K are the unit vectors along X axis, Y axis and Z axis. Hence here OQ is equal to X here. OQ is equal to X. Then OQ bar becomes Xi. Here OQ is equal to X here. It is a scalar quantity here. Means it has only magnitude. If you take an arrow mark here, then that becomes vector. In that case, multiply I here. Because I denotes the direction. I denotes the direction of the vector here. Similarly, in this case, OS is equal to Y. So OS is equal to Y. It is a scalar quantity here. It means it has only magnitude. This length is a Y units here. Suppose if you take a OS bar, then multiply J here. Here J denotes the direction. J denotes the direction of that vector here. So OS bar is YJ. Similarly, OR is equal to Z here. OR is equal to Z. It is a scalar quantity here. Scalar means it has only magnitude. Here its length is Z unit here. Suppose if you take arrow mark here, then that becomes vector. So multiply K. So K denotes the direction. K denotes the direction of the vector here. Hence these are all vector quantities here. So OQ OQ is equal to xi here. Then QP1 is parallel to OS here. Yes, QP1 bar is equal to OS bar is YZ here. Then P1P parallel to OR here. Yes, P1P is equal to the vector OR bar is equal to ZK here. Next, you know the triangle law of vector addition here. So according to the triangle law of vector addition, you just observe the triangle here OQP1 here. Okay. So from triangle OQP1, therefore OP1 is equal to OP1. Here OP1 is equal to OQ plus QP1. OQ plus QP1 here. Arrow marks are very important here. It is by the triangle law of vector addition. Here OP1 is equal to OQ plus QP1 here. Next, consider the triangle OP1P here. From triangle OP1P here. Means this triangle OP1P. Again is the triangle of vector addition here. OP bar is equal to the vector OP bar is equal to OP1 plus P1P here. OP1 plus P1P. This is by the triangle law of vector addition. But OP1 is what here? OP1 is OQ plus QP1. So use this result here. Just replace here. So therefore this equal to OQ plus QP1. Arrow marks here. Then plus write P1P, write as it is here. P1P, write as it is. Yes, so this is equal to here OQ. OQ is equal to XI. So write here XI. Then plus QP1. QP1 is a YZ here. It is a YZ plus P1P. P1P is a ZK here. It is a ZK. Hence, this is what here. This gives a position vector of point P here. OP bar is a XI plus YZ plus ZK. It gives a position vector of the point P. So therefore, OP bar is XI plus YZ plus ZK. Hence, you can write here OP bar, or it is taken as alpha also. XI plus YZ plus ZK. This form of any vector is called component forming. This form of vector is called component form. Here x, y, z, x, y and z are called scalar components here. So these are called scalar components. Xi, yz and zk. Xi, y, yj, zk. These are called vector components of the vector R. Okay. In this case, here we want length of this vector OP here. Again use triangle O, Q and P1 here. In this case, this is x unit here. OQ is equal to x unit. And OS is a y, then QP1 is also y unit here. You know the Pythagoras theorem here. According to the Pythagoras theorem, OP1 is equal to OP1 bar. It's a length here. Is equal to root of OQ bar square. OQ bar, it's a modulus square plus then QP1 here. QP1 bar, it's a square here. Yes, so this is equal to root of here OQ, modulus of OQ means length here. Here just observe here. OQ bar is x into I. Then modulus of OQ. Modulus of OQ becomes modulus of x into modulus of I. And you know that I is here unit vectors here. Yes, modulus of I is 1 here. So it is a modulus of x here. Modulus of x is written as a only x only. Therefore, here this length is x unit here. So this becomes x square. Becomes a x square here. Similarly, here QP1 here. The vector QP1 is a OS. The vector OS is a y into z. If we take its a modulus here, modulus means it's a length here. If this length is a y unit, then this length also y here. So it is y here. So QP1 is a y, it gives a y square here. So OP1 is equal to root of y square plus y square using a Pythagoras theorem here. Also, from the triangle OP1 PN, again is a Pythagoras theorem. This angle is a 90 degree here. That's a OP square. Modulus of OP is equal to root of modulus of OP. Means we want it's a length here. Therefore, root of OP1 square. Modulus of OP1 bar it's a square. Then the plus. Then the P1P. P1P. Modulus of P1P it's a square here. Therefore, root of here modulus of OP1 square. So modulus of OP1 is this here. If you use here square root and square cancels here. Square root and square cancels. Remaining is x square plus y square. Then plus P1P. Here P1P. Here this P1P is parallel to this vector. If this vector is z here, then this is also z here. So it is a z unit. Hence this becomes a z square. Therefore, modulus of OP bar, or you can take here modulus of R bar also. Modulus of R bar is a root of x square plus y square plus z square here. Hence, here you know R bar is equal to OP bar. Its a component form is xi plus yj plus zk. It is a component form of that vector OP here. In that case, it's a length or modulus is given by root of x square plus y square plus z square here. So these are very important result here. So here a bar is equal to a1i plus a2j plus a3k, and b bar is b1i plus b2j plus b3k. These are the components form of two vectors here. Then sum of these two vectors is given by a1 plus b1 into I, a2 plus b2 into j, a3 plus b3 into k. Similarly, subtraction of two vectors is a1 minus b1i plus a2 minus b2 into j plus a3 minus b3 into k. And these two vectors are equal only when a1 is equal to b1, a2 is equal to b2, and a3 is equal to b3. And lambda into the vector a bar is given by lambda a1 into I plus lambda a2 into j plus lambda a3 into k. And k, m are the scalar quantities here. K and m are the scalar quantity. Then k a bar plus m into a bar. A bar is a common factor here. A bar common factor. Right outside, write k plus m in the bracket here. Then k into m a bar is equal to k into m right in the bracket into a bar here. Here k and m are the scalar quantities here. Let k into a bar plus b bar is equal to k into a bar plus k into b bar. Means take k inside the bracket here. Hence you can write here k into a bar plus k into b bar. So these are the scalar quantities here. K and m are the scalar quantities here. In that case, these three properties are satisfied.